We are running a Call of Cthulhu game tonight because we have some sickies from our D&D campaign. So we're going to try something completely different, which is some Call of Cthulhu. We've been playing it at our home game and liking it a whole lot. So we were using our characters from our home game, which we're going to introduce to you today. We will be making some mistakes, and that's fine. So
really, I got to no.
Your what hurts?
Hey, we can make sure you end up insane again. Just remember that.
Yes, Trashy and his dice rolls are amazing for Call of Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bliss.
When I need to roll low, it roll high. Oh yeah, shut up now.
Words are hard.
Okay,
They are.
English.
They are hard.
English, what's that?
Without further ado.
And me being a language professor, damn.
I know you're a language professor. I find that hilarious. I feel like you cheated on
your
man.
exams. I wish. No, this is me on a good day, maybe.
All right, I'm going to start some musics up. We're going to have a little library sounds coming. So we'll have some clocks, a ceiling fan. All right. We go to Arkham, Massachusetts, where at the Miskatonic University, a very prestigious university at that, members gather every month in a private reading room in the university's library. And they call themselves the Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained, or the SEU, as they like to call themselves. They study some unexplained phenomena that happens. They've gained public notoriety through their assistance in a number of police investigations that have come to the attention of the press as of late. Members of the society are often sought out by authorities as well as private individuals who are in need of help with all manner of strange mysteries. Here in the library, we have our languages professor, Mr. Wentworth Avebury. Mr. Wentworth Avebury, would you describe some of what your character looks like? That is no one.
Okay. So Wentworth Avery's eating his brunch, lunch, something like that. Okay. Wears a slightly worn suit, average height, trim mustache, uses a monocle rather than spectacles when examining text because it makes me look intelligent. Maybe.
I'm glad you think so. Go on. How old is Wentworth? 58.
Yeah, that. And a language, I can't even say it now, language professor.
Language professor. And next to him, we have studying some books about the recent adventures that they've had with the sarcophagus of late, is Keiko Kane.
I am a 21-year-old science student who are very slim physique. I am below average height. I have thick dark hair, glasses, and a broad smile.
All right. And she is a science student, yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. As you guys are talking, it's just the two of you. Dr. Nevada Jones is out for the day with his university lectures. Lois, your friend, Lois, the gangster's daughter that's a member of your team, is taking care of some family business back home. And your other history student, Jesse Williams, is out for the day. You hear a knock on the door, and the secretary from the library comes in. Mr. Avebury, it's so good to see you again. I have come to tell you that, Dr. Jones has said that of late you keep forgetting everyone's names and things like that. So he's paid me extra every week to be your personal secretary. I'm so happy to be here for you.
And what was your name again?
My name's Elsie. Elsie Lake. With a K.
Okay.
Elsie.
Yes. I got that. Maybe.
I'll write it down for you.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Well, as you know, we've got some mail here, so you can call me anytime on the payphone. He says if you need help with anything, and you've gotten 2 letters from your friend, Mr. Croswell, which you know used to be your very best friend. He used to be also an assisted language professor, same age as you. You grew up together, studied, and he has recently retired as of late. He had a bit of a run in his last adventure that he didn't want to talk to you about, and has checked himself in over at the Danvers Hospital. You get I'm going to give you this handout. A letter. And I don't know if you want to read chat or if you want me to put it in your Skype, but I could read it to you. It says, Dear Avebury, as you know, I have recently committed myself to the state hospital at Danvers for a little mental recuperation after my most recent foray into the supernatural. I've made a terrible error in selecting Danvers. I am in great physical, mental, and spiritual peril here. There is a wrongness about this place. They will not let me leave. I must sneak this letter out to you as they read the mail here. Please come and recover me from this dreadful place. It would be wise for you to bring companions, as coming here alone is a mistake. Your friend, Larry Croswell. You look at the second letter, it has the Danvers State Hospital header across the top. And it says, Dear Mr. Avebury, please disregard my earlier letter to you. I was having an anxiety attack. Everything here is fine. Do not come here. I need more rest and counseling. Thank you. Sincerely, Lawrence Croswell. It is typewritten. And I need you to make a no roll. You can also make one as well, Keiko, but Wentworth can make one. We call it you can use an extra dice because he is your best friend. See what you get.
Where's the no roll?
No, it's up at the top, but where it's your education.
Oh, yes, of course, that's
Yeah.
right. I do remember that now.
And I don't know why they don't say education, but it's no in little.
But with a 69.
It was a 69, really?
Yep. Of course.
What did
Only
you-
just passed, mind you.
What did you get, Wentworth? Oh my
No,
god.
but with the extra roll, it's 71.
Okay. Cool. Let me just do that. And as I'm doing that, I will let you know with your no roll that you know very well that Larry hated to be called Lawrence. He detested it, and he would never use it. And he never would type his stuff. He would write it longhand and give it to his secretary to type for him. So it's kind of odd that the second letter comes in as it does. And there you go. There's your 2 handouts.
There's something written on the first one being ripped off.
Do you show Keiko?
Yes.
That is mighty interesting. I'm wondering whether that is. I don't know. Very curious though.
It does look like a... no.
I can't even make it out properly.
Yeah.
There is something there, I just don't know what. Yeah, so I call Elsie back in, see if she can pull up anything about this place that we, the state hospital.
Mr. Egbert, you remember my name. See, I think this is a great relationship already. What did you need?
Need any information you can find on, hang on, the Danvers State Hospital, please.
Oh, I've heard about that place.
What have you heard?
You should take my camera because I would love to get some pictures. It's very creepy in there. You're going there?
May pay a visit. I have a friend in there.
Oh. All right. So you want me to find more about the history? Yeah?
Yes, please.
I could check the library for you. When are you gonna head out there? Today or?
Yeah, more than likely.
Do you need me to make some arrangements to stay a couple days over there, or like on a hotel, or?
Yeah, possibly better to do that.
I know you got a car, so I won't ask you to get your train tickets or anything, so. All right. How many days you want?
Only a few. 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3? All right. And Keiko, do you need, Miss Kane, do you need anything as well, or you want me to?
No, I think I'm okay. Just a room at the hotel will be fine. Wentworth and I have worked together before, so we just shared the hotel last time, and yeah.
Separate
so I think
beds, of
it'll be
course.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You know
yes.
each other, and it's first name basis, and you share the place. I get it. I am completely confidential. You won't.
No, it's not like
Student-teacher
that.
relationship. Yeah.
Pico just shakes their head like, yes, Elsie.
All right. So, all right, you and I should do this. Okay. I'll be back. You guys just head out. She's gonna go out and make a lot of phone calls. She manages to get you a suitable kind of it's the best they can do next to the asylum. We'll give you a map. This is not the right map you're looking for. Of the general area. It's not a great map, but the station comes through here. You do have a car Wentworth of your own if you wish to take that, so you have more freedom to go where you please. Or you could take the train, which do you wish?
No, take the car.
Take the car.
Ju-
All right.
ju- just in case we need to get out of there quickly.
All right. So she gets some information about Danvers State Hospital for you. It is located on Haythorn Hill on the western slope. It was made in its shape almost like a bat-like with its wings outstretched so that it'd have the most amount of drafts flowing through the whole thing. It has its own chapel, farmland. It has everything to be self-sustaining so that it doesn't need any outside kind of help from the world. And that's as much as she could get. To get more history and things like that, you'd either have to compensate and go out into the town around, or it would take her just a couple more days. So you might want to call and check in on her in a couple of days' time. Do you pack anything from the inventory you already have before you go? Binoculars, cameras, flashlights.
I will take Elsie's camera, seeing she offered.
All right. You have a camera with 10 pictures left on it. to take. Put that in your inventory. Keiko, do you want to take anything with you? I do think you had a flashlight from a torch.
No, actually, I don't.
Okay.
I have a penknife and a hockey stick, and I think the penknife would be better to turn up at the asylum with than a hockey stick. Although,
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be awesome showing up in an asylum with a hockey stick. You're like checking it. All right.
Bring it along anyway. We can always keep it at the motel.
Oh, good point. I keep forgetting we have. Okay. Anyway, all right. Well, I'll bring my.
No, I'm not sleeping in the car.
Wentworth has its standards.
I'll bring my penknife, which is always on me anyway. But I will also pack my hockey stick, and that's really it. That's I've got like a notebook and stuff as well. Being a science student, always taking notes and stuff.
What am I looking at, Treasure?
Sphero.
Shiny.
What the heck is a Sphero?
It's a ball controlled by your phone. It rolls around all over the place.
Treasure?
And you can program it to do stuff.
Put away the shiny toy.
Okay.
He's 12. We've discussed this.
What, Drax?
Oh, what have I signed up for? Shit. All right.
The cat loves it.
We love you, Trash.
Did I show a picture of Danvers State?
Would be a good idea.
All of you guys can Google Danvers State Asylum, and you will see the real life picture of the Danvers Asylum State Hospital. We'll begin with Wentworth, a winding drive up a rural hillside through a set of tall iron gates leads to the sprawling hospital at Danvers, featuring a central building with a front tower flanked by angular adjoining wards. The asylum's layout suggests a bat with outstretched wings. Numerous outbuildings surround the main complex, as do copses of broadleaf and evergreen trees. Grassy fields and woodland ring the hill. Normally a beautiful vista, there is a leaden, dulled quality to the scene. A large oval reservoir is set into the western slope of Haythorn Hill, surrounded on three sides by trees. Its eastern shores faces the asylum. The surface of the reservoir has an odd, almost metallic blue-gray sheen. A semicircular amphitheater occupies the eastern slope of the hill. Its backdrop, the shore of the reservoir. The amphitheater appears to be a fairly new construction. As you get out of the car, and I will show a picture from my book because this is the asylum that you guys are going to. Beep. I need you two to make a power roll. And tell me if you get a hard or extreme success on your power roll.
Ugh. Failed.
That would be extreme. Oh, hang on, no, hard.
All right.
2 over, damn it.
Keiko, you see the architecture. You're a woman of the sciences, not as feeling anything, but Wentworth, you experience something almost visceral, a palpable dread, and you take 1 sanity point off.
Oh,
please.
come on, really?
And with your hard success, you have a disconcerting thought as you look up at these windows that the asylum is somehow aware of your presence and hostile to your visit. Each staring window appears to be a cold, soulless eye boring into your most private thoughts, The leaden gloom pervades the atmosphere of the place, leeching away your happiness and hope. As you go in toward the central administration building, you can almost smell the antiseptic odor of the freshly mopped floors. There's grill work on all of the windows. Listless, gown-clad patients slump in wooden chairs or shuffle about aimlessly. There is a very severe-looking desk nurse. As she stares at you up and down, you to ask her to speak with, no doubt, the superintendent or the head doctor to see Larry. What are you asking her? She's very silent, very stern.
Yeah, what time of day is it?
It's about noon by the time you get there.
Good afternoon. My name is Avery Wentworth. I'm here to see one of the doctors in charge of looking after a Larry Coswell.
She's gonna shuffle through her papers. She doesn't look happy to see either of you. That Mr. Croswell happens to be in the J ward. They aren't accepting any visitors at this time. Do you wish to speak to Superintendent Dr. Berger?
I would, thank you.
All right. And she pages for a nurse by the name of Gertrude. Gertrude is a very kind of a large, burly woman, hair pinned back, uniform pressed. I need you to make a spot hidden roll.
Ooh.
To see if you notice anything about Miss Gertrude.
Do you want me to roll too?
You
or
can
just...
too, yes, because you're there too.
It's a case of what don't I know about her?
Hi.
Extreme success.
Nice.
I got a 3.
And I got a... What's the best one you can roll? Again?
Extreme.
Extreme? There. I got an
Yeah,
extreme.
that one?
Well,
All
yep.
right. You both notice that half of the nurse's left ear has either been chewed off or torn away.
Ooh.
That's up to you if you want to say anything to her as she is walking you past the wards. There are several. J is the very last. So you're going through A and B, going up towards his head office. One of the patients runs up to... Let's make a choice. Runs up to Wentworth, grabs you by the shoulders, and says, "What do you know? What do you know? What do you know?" And slams you against the wall. Make a dex roll for me to see if you can kind of like slide out against him.
That would be a fail by 1.
Ooh, I got an
DM's
extreme
enjoying this too
success.
much.
I got an extreme success.
Oh, come
I
on.
You take 4 hit points as you're slammed. The nurses grab a hold of him and pull him off. Do you answer him?
No.
What do you know? And he's being drugged down the hallway. As you get closer towards the superintendent's office, you hear giggles and shrieks from some of the patients. One's rocking back and forth. One is drawing a sketch pad very fervently outside the office. You go in to see Dr. Berger. I have to go back to Dr. Berger. He is a very stern-looking man in his late 30s, it looks like, dressed in a white lab cloak. An officious-looking clipboard is in his hands. He is pacing back and forth. As you look around his office, you see framed diplomas, certifications, a large desk, several overburdened file cabinets, and above is a curious painting of St. George and the dragon, it says. In this version of the painting, the dragon is mauling at St. George. His eviscerated horse lies nearby. It looks quite gruesome. Don't know whether you ask him about that or not. It's up to you. There is also a framed Salem News photograph of a younger, happier-looking Dr. Berger, shaking hands in front of the hospital's administration building with a smiling, bespectacled older man, and the caption under the photograph reads, Dr. James Berger takes over Danvers State Asylum from Dr. William Shine. He looks over at both of you. Gertrude explains that you are here to see a patient. She does not really say who. She was just told to bring you here. And he goes, nice to meet both of you. What is your appearance number? So it's APP on your sheet. He's looking you up and down.
Do we need to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just curious to see what it is first, so I could hear. I don't have your sheets up.
That would be a fail.
You fail.
Oh yeah, that's a fail.
You're the drive here. It was a cramped. You spilled coffee all across Keiko in your pants. It wasn't very nice.
It was Keiko's fault. I was the one driving.
She shouldn't have passed you the coffee like that. It just fell everywhere. And you know,
coffee's supposed to go in your mouth, not
he's
all over my clothes.
He's looking at your stained shirt. And can I help you both with something? You're here to see someone?
Yes, we've been on the road for a while, as you can tell by our attire. We haven't.
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
We're looking for a one Larry Coswell.
A one Larry Coswell. Ah, Larry. Spouting off about seeing elder gods and things like that. Yes, he has become quite a troublemaker as of late. He's been very violent toward the staff and the patients. He's been moved to our most contained ward in J ward.
Is there any chance of being able to see him?
I'm afraid no, we're not taking visitors at this time. Now, you guys know when I say that both of you can have several options. You can choose law or medicine, if you know your way around that. You can choose intimidate or persuade. But you will have to tell me what you say or do in order to convince Dr. Berger that this is the right thing to see, Mr. Larry.
I would like to persuade Dr. Berger for us to be able to see Larry, please. I don't know how, but we'll give it a go.
What is your persuade? Roll against your persuade.
Come on, guys. And that is a hard success.
Ooh. What about you, Wentworth? Any help is good help. What are you trying to do?
Persuade as well. Extreme. 1.
Okay. What do you
I rolled 1.
What do you say? Give it your best shot.
Oh, come on. Now
You still gotta say something that sounds compelling.
Well, I was assisting Kiko, so Kiko can...
Dr. Berger.
Apparently that's a critical.
It is a critical, it is. But I still want you to role play it out, because, you know, I'm a sadistic person.
Well, Kiko started it, so she can. She can go first.
Dr. Berger, look, we understand that Larry may have been violent lately, and that alone just seems very unnerving and unnatural of Larry. Mr. Wentworth has known Larry for a very long time, and we would really appreciate it if you would let us see him. We are happy to stay out of the cell or room, but we need to lay our eyes on him for our own peace of mind.
I agree with that one.
I suppose if it will ease your mind, you guys are from the university. I was just now informed because he gets a message from one of the nurses while you guys were talking. And folds it back up, puts it in his pocket. We are here, of course, to heal the sick and strengthen the weak.
So far, we can see that you're doing an amazing job.
Perhaps
while I
a visit would
look
help.
Slightly at Wentworth, like, yes.
2 very surly, taciturn orderlies come in. He nods to them. These 2 are going to take you to J Ward. You need to stay next to them at all times. Do not look the patients in the eye or speak to them. They will take care of you. And note that it does get a bit more... just stay next to the orderlies. You get 15 minutes with him. And then I take it you'll take your leave of this fine establishment. If you need anything further, though, I suggest you come back here, where it is safe.
Thank you, Miss Dr. Berger. I appreciate your help. And, yes, we will follow your rules and stay with these lovely orderlies.
Just one thing, Mr. Berger. Interesting depiction of the Saint and the Dragon up there.
Yes, it was given to me as a gift by my patients for my caring stewardship of the hospital. They are
Very interesting indeed.
Yes, thank you. I need you to make both of you, make a psychology roll.
Do I have to?
Talk as you make your rolls.
That would be a fail by 2.
Oof.
That is a critical success.
At least one of you guys, either way, is always getting something good. As you progress through the wards, the patients to cower and move away from these 2 orderlies. They are visibly afraid of them. You are going through the wards. The severity of the patient's conditions correspondingly increases with each ward you go through. As you reach the J ward, your senses are assailed with shrieks, sobbing, giddy laughter. The smell of urine and feces is barely masked by the strong disinfectant of the cleaning agents there. These people, the doors start to turn to metal doors as the further you go in. One figure behind a metal door stares out at you with raw, weeping, empty eye sockets. A shocking number of these people are missing fingers, limbs, appendages of all different kinds. If you ask the orderlies, they just say it's the results of infection or self-mutilation. They don't hardly say any words to you. I need you to make a spot hidden. Both of you, if you want.
Oh, that was a really bad fail.
Pass me.
The one that says the results of infection or self-mutilation, you see a puffy red scar on the wrist that vanishes up his coat sleeve. The more you guys look at it, the more you see half-hidden marks and disfigurements on everyone.
So that's staff included, yes?
Staff included. As you hit the door to the J ward, and it opens, you both need to make a sanity roll just for going in here. Good luck.
Yes.
I literally just passed right on 60. Bloody hell.
Both of you pass?
Yes.
Yep.
You are okay. You stomach it. You get to J. You get to the cell with the 12 over it. He opens the door. They're both standing just outside. The door's open, but they're still there. Your friend Larry is looking very haggard, but he has no disfigurements on him or marks. He is very heartened to see you as you walk in, but he's very warily looking at the guards outside the door with caution. And he won't speak because he's looking at them. And finally, do you guys say anything?
Would it be all right if we have some alone time with him, maybe?
Some privacy?
Yes.
I gotta have a smoke, so I'm gonna lock you guys in here, though. And he shuts the door, and you guys are locked in as they walk, opening their cigarette pack and heading outside. You see Larry breathe a sigh of relief now that he's free to speak.
So with the door being locked, I'd say that there's a lock on the inside as well?
No.
No? Just the outside. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well.
You guys, you've come. Thank you, Wentworth. It's good to see you again, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got the first note, then we received a second note.
What
But it...
second note?
I typed one from you, apparently.
I didn't send a second note. I just sent the one note.
We were pretty sure that it wasn't from you, considering it was signed Lauren.
As you sit there and... well, you're standing there, actually. Croswell was huddled in a corner of his cot, and now he's getting up and rubbing his hands in anxiety. He starts pacing. Something's very wrong at this hospital. Patients are kept like prisoners. They're very afraid of the staff, especially Dr. Berger. After I said I wanted to leave the hospital, I was consigned to the J ward, and I'm the one that admitted myself. And now I can't leave. Before my banishment, I befriended one of the patients. His name's Andrew McBride. He's interred in the H ward. He said, Andrew McBride. He said McBride is as touched as the others, yet he also seems to know what's really going on around here. And then, as he was trying to tell me, Dr. Berger came up and threatened me and said to his orderly that he's in for quite an experience when the sky prepares to welcome the new moon. And I heard that from him, and it filled me with dread. I don't know when the new moon is because these days run on, and they don't tell you what day it is here. But You can make a roll. Look at your sheets. There's natural, there's occult. You can try and see when the new moon is if you are versed in something that you can convince me is a good roll to find out. Yes, natural world. Good. Yeah. Well, Keiko's got it. If you wanna go with Keiko. Keiko like brightens up like a light bulb, and she knows the new moon is in 3 days. And luckily, you're staying here for 3 days, so. I don't know how you guys can get me out of here, but you need to get me out of here. Maybe research. Maybe there's some files in the hospital. Well, I don't know. Out in town, you know how we do. We always research. There's got to be something that's making these people crazy. Maybe the grounds. I don't know.
See if I can sign you out under my care.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. You're gonna try and sign him out under your care? He's like, I don't know. I signed myself in, and I don't think I'm gonna get out of here. You gotta be careful that you don't get put in here, too.
Excuse me, Larry, but did you sign yourself in under a 72-hour hold, or was it just for as long as you are needed until you are healthy?
It was as long as I was needed. As long as needed. It was a rough adventure last time. The things I saw are just... I needed time away.
And Kiko nods in understanding, especially with her scientific background and everything that she'd learnt on the previous expedition.
Well, if we can convince the doctor that you are all right, you seem to be all right to me. You talking all right?
I mean, yeah, I'm not violent. I was a little upset, as you would be, trying to get out of here, but I'm not a violent person. You know that. We grew up together.
Yes. All right, let's try and get you out. Let's make that the first thing. Is we try and get you out of here as quickly as possible.
You hear a knock on the metal door, and he winces visibly and goes to his cot and crawls in the fetal position a bit as the orderly opens the lock and is like, time's up.
Could you take us back to the doctor, please?
Yeah. Yep. Come on. Have a nice day, Larry. And he shuts the door and locks it. You pass by what is like a series of bathtubs in a room. And I need you to make a... What would that be? I need you to make a power roll, but take 2 die and take the lowest.
So 2
So at
100s
disadvantage.
or...
Yeah, 2 10s dice, so take the lowest.
Yep. Okay, so I got a 4.
I got a
That's
2.
my lowest.
That's pretty...
I got a 2.
From the bathtubs, you look over, you see a ripple. The water is a strange silvery blue-green sheen. And with it to Whitworth, you see what looks to be almost like a dragon in the reflection go quickly past. But the ripple hits just as he goes past, as if he did actually shake the tub of some kind. And then the water is still. You keep walking by, but you take a note of it. It's up to you if you want to ask anything on the way. Otherwise,
On the way, I'll ask one of the orderlies. So, do you guys end up with much trouble around here?
trouble meaning people
don't know.
trying to attack you and crazy patients.
No, anything out of the ordinary or weird stuff.
Mr. Avebury, is it?
Yes.
You're at the Danvers Insane Asylum. It's all weird.
Okay, I get it. No, fair enough.
Weird as in if normal people came in asking to see a friend, yeah, that would be odd.
Why is that?
We don't get a lot of people. Once they come in, no one cares about seeing them anymore.
Fair enough.
That is just sad.
You're starting to go down the set of stairs to get to the next ward, which is G. I'm going to make a roll. Keiko, I need you to make a dex roll. You are pushed hard off these stairs. Wentworth, you see her going down.
That is a hard success.
Good, good. You don't take any damage. You manage to grab onto the railing and hold yourself steady. You look up, nothing is there. The orderly's like, watch it, watch it. Steps are
You're
a
right
bit
there,
tricky.
Keiko?
Yeah, I'm fine, Wentworth. And I'm looking around, little suspicious of what's going on.
You hit D ward. The doors are no longer metal. You're still walking. Someone has smeared onto the tile wall a drawing of a dragon-like, toad-like creature, but has several eyes all across it, as if it's seeing through a multitude of eyes, and looks at you and grins as you walk past, smearing the painting across the tile. You get to B. The screaming subsides. The woman with her sketch pad is outside Dr. Berger's office, still sketching.
I would like to get a little bit closer to this woman and see, and just say hi and see if she'd let me look at her sketch pad.
There is a man sitting next to her. He is staring off into the distance. He is missing his pinky. I will try to get this across to the other side. She is drawing almost the very same picture of a dragon-like, toad-like creature with several eyes and just squiggles. Almost looks like writing, but it almost looks like nonsense all around. She doesn't look up at you. She doesn't answer you. She just keeps drawing. Mr. Berger opens the door. I take it your visit went well. Come in. Come on in. And he walks in, leaving you guys there. If you choose to go in, or do you choose to talk more to her?
Not going.
No, I follow Wentworth into Dr. Berger's office.
All right. I need you, Keiko, to make a sanity roll for me, because you saw both the drawings, and it's starting to creep you out. They are similar.
We've got a 1 and a 00. Is that 100?
That'd be a 1 and a 00 is just a 1. 1%.
Just 1.
Yes.
Well,
that's
then
good.
that's well
That's
and truly
critical.
a pass.
You are
Yeah.
good. You are fine. You're like science. There's got to be an explanation for everything. It's
of
fine.
course, yes. Science, yes. Definitely science.
All right. So, I take it Mr. Croswell is under suitable care, and both of you've got a chance to talk to him. Yes?
I was wondering, was there any chance of me being able to sign him out under my care?
No. He's clearly very delusional still at this time. He needs...
He didn't seem delusional to me. He seemed coherent and clear.
Seemed like his normal self.
We will not be signing him out under these circumstances for quite some time.
Did he not sign himself in, though?
That he did.
Then doesn't that allow him to sign himself out?
Not in this case, no.
What case? Please enlighten me.
I suggest that perhaps you come back another time when you can see how agitated he indeed can get and see for yourself. And the two orderlies come in and stand at each side of the door.
I put my hand on Wentworth's shoulder and just nod very slightly. Come on, we will come back tomorrow.
Very well.
You do know that your car is waiting outside for you. You see the nurse at the desk in the front nod you as you walk past. She doesn't nod like it would be mannerly to say goodbye. She just watches you as she signs papers. And the aura of the building is just bearing down. You just want to get out of here. There's too much stuff. It doesn't make sense. You should have been able to just check him out. You're getting upset. You're getting angry. And when you feel that anger inside you is when you see the nurse visibly smile. As if that's exactly what she wanted you to do. You go to your car. The windshield has been shattered. And a blood-stained portrait of a dragon with several eyes and wings is on the driver's side window of your car, Mr. Avery. You can still drive it. It's gonna need replacing. But
I say to Wentworth, because this is the third time I have now seen this same dragon toad-like wonderful artistic pieces. I am a little concerned about these art pieces. I think we need to contact Elsie and see if she can potentially do some research for us on some mythical creatures or anything, because even with my knowledge, this is nothing I have ever seen.
The science thing. You'll learn one day. So with that, I agree we should call Elsie.
you drive to a payphone at the station, the railway station, or do you
Yep.
go to the hotel she has booked for you?
Go to the hotel.
Yes, go to the hotel that she has booked for you. She got you a shared room. I mean, she pretty much thought that you guys were an item, so... But she got separate beds, so just in case. She wants to keep her
that's good.
paycheck. You guys
That's
could
good.
push it together. It's up to you. She has the payphone is sitting there. Do you call?
I mean, I am a widower, so.
And how old are you?
58.
Old enough to be your grandfather, maybe.
Grandfather, yeah.
I mean, maybe Keiko's trying to get an A. You never know.
I think my science work is enough to do that.
You're starting not to feel good, Wentworth. Like, it chills. Like, you could be getting a cold. You're not sure. Something makes you feel funny. You pick up the phone. Elsie, Mr. Avery! I take it you got your rooms and everything. Did you take some pictures?
Not as yet, Elsie. But I would like you to do something for me if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, of course I would.
Need you to do some research. Need to look for anything depicting dragons with... What was it? Elsie? Kiko?
Toad-like features.
Toad-like features.
I'm Elsie. Yeah. You know, Dr. Jones was right. That name thing's a real problem. You remembered my name, though, so I'm really proud of you, Mr. Avery. Okay. Dragon-like creatures. Got it.
With toad-like...
Toad.
With toad-like features.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And possible connection with New Moon, wasn't it?
Yes, the new moon.
Connection.
And this insane asylum.
All right.
And I'm scratching my head trying to wrap my brain around it all.
Okay. I got some information for you about Dr. Shine. He used to run the place before Dr. Berger. I don't know if you want that now on the phone.
Nah, please do.
Okay. He used to run the Danvers Asylum from 1890 to 1915. He seemed to really care for people in his life. All the articles, he was very good with the asylum and everything. And then prior to his tenure, he was a medical doctor and a world traveler. He went to all these destinations across the globe, like Africa and Asia, which was rare for that time. And then he was credited the native peoples he encountered as having valuable knowledge that could benefit the modern world. But before his appointment, the asylum had a reputation for accidents, lax discipline, and a low patient recovery rate. So during his 25-year tenure, he rebounded the whole place. And then he has some personal and professional papers at the archive at Salem Hospital that you can check out. But I didn't get a chance to do that. But that's right next to you, so...
Yeah, we can handle that, I think.
There's also another library near you if you want to look up Dr. Berger, because I didn't get a chance to do that. Or the land that it was built on was owned by a John Hawthorne. And there's also a newspaper office around you that you could go to. I'm going to give you the addresses to write down for you, Mr. Avery, since you got your own car and everything.
Yeah, looks like we'll be walking for most of it, seeing how...
Oh, did you let Keiko drive, huh?
Yeah, I let Keiko drive. No, the window got broken somehow.
Oh, that's no good. I mean, I could wire you some money from your accounts and stuff, but you didn't give me that information, so...
It's alright, I can handle it this end.
Alright. Is that all? Give me a call tomorrow, maybe I can find out about this dragon?
Yep, thank you.
Alright. She hangs up. You now have several several outlets to go and look up things. There is a news agency, the Salem News and the Danvers Herald. She gives you the addresses for both. She gives you, there is a historical society where you could find archives of the history of the place, a town hall, and a library. You could research the people, the doctors involved, the land it's on, several things. Maybe that can help in the 3 days for you to find some kind of avenue to appeal to get your friend out, or what exactly is making these people act the way they are. Do you return in the day?
It'd be late afternoon, I would assume.
It is late afternoon now.
Is the library still open? Or...
The library will be open for another 2 hours.
Oh, looks like we'll go to the library and research whatever we can.
Alrighty. So you're
Definitely.
going to the library together, or do you want to split up?
No, together, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to the library. Now, there's only certain things that you can find out at the library. What is it you guys are going to look for as you go in? It feels much nicer surroundings than the asylum.
Basically anything regarding the asylum.
Yeah.
All right.
And if we can find out any more information.
When it was built, who built it, how it was built, land it was built on.
Who owned it, why it was... Yeah, just any more information compared to other than what we'd already got from Elsie.
You guys have a choice you can make, depending on what you guys make, depends on what you find. You can make history, law, library use, occult, all kinds of stuff you can find out. Accounting, if that's your thing.
I'm going to do library use.
All right. Library use has a lot of information if you guys succeed on library use.
Library use it is.
So
where are
I got a pass.
I failed.
okay, what did you guys... Oh, so you got a pass?
Yeah, I passed.
All right. So, if you wish
Excuse
to
me eating, by the way.
assist Keiko, Keiko can have an extra dice. Because you are a professor, you could be teaching her what she needs to look for if she comes to you for help.
That would work out well.
Alrighty. She seems to be having some trouble.
So D10.
Yep, you just roll an extra one.
I got a 2.
That's a pass, yeah? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Definitely.
So we'll go with Wentworth finds out as he's researching this lunatic asylum that it is erected in 1876, just as Elsie had said. It costs $1.5 million to make this on nearly 200 acres. The patients are approximately 2,775 in 1925, which is the year that you are in now. Staff listings, you find financial reports, other bureaucratic details. Keiko finds out that the land was once the homestead of Judge John Haythorne, lead magistrate of the Salem witch trials, and the man personally responsible for sending approximately 24 witches to their trial, imprisonment, and death. Haythorne was the only executor never to repent for his actions. You also find some newspaper articles that the asylum is overcrowded and is a residence of last resort for many unstable citizens of Massachusetts. A dark reputation has cloaked the asylum after its construction with a high number of accidents and fatalities. No official conclusive investigations on record related to the troubled early years. The original superintendent at Danvers died on the job after falling down a flight of asylum stairs in 1890. Dr. William Shine was appointed the new superintendent the same year. Soon after he was there, the mishaps and fatalities drop off dramatically. So that might be another avenue to look into. That is all that you find about the asylum. I need you to make a spot hidden roll for me. Hello, Sarge.
Yeah, that's a fail. By 10 bloody points.
Oof. You feel like you're being watched. What about you, Wentworth?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Fail by 2.
You feel like you're being watched. And magic is right. You can push the roll, but consequences might happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot we could do that. Thanks, Magic.
All right, I'll push.
You're gonna push.
And I fail.
Ooh, I lost my dice!
Thanks, Magic.
A stack of newspapers, as you start to turn around, falls from the top of the shelf, hitting you for 1 point of damage as it falls down on top of you. The clatter and the heaviness of it throws you off balance, and you look and you see a flash of someone go by, but it could be your imagination. That's all you get with a fail. As I try to find my die.
Note to self, don't listen to Magic. Moving along now. So, do I take any damage from that?
You take 1.
You suggested it.
I'm going to give...
You're meant to be the smart one, Magic.
I mean, he is the smart one. He's just not on your side.
Dr. Jones is not here right now.
He's at least
Yeah,
losing his mind. Suddenly, Keiko, you see this. And I will also try and put it in Skype for you. It is a newspaper clipping. There you go. Danvers Asylum Superintendent builds amphitheater for patients. And you guys do remember there was an amphitheater-like structure. You could see it outside the windows to J-Wing. I'm just going to mute Trisha. Oh, no, he's good. Workmen at the Danvers State Lunatic Asylum broke ground today for the establishment of a small amphitheater to be enjoyed by the patients. Residents will enjoy quiet conversation space, poetry readings, and musical performances in the idyllic outdoor setting next to the asylum's reservoir, a beautiful place where water and earth meet, says Superintendent Dr. James Berger. Asylum resident and chief laborer Andrew McBride added that his team had some difficulty breaking up and removing a large granite disc bearing an artistic design set into the hillside where the amphitheater is to be built. The asylum's prior superintendent, Dr. William Shine, had the disc placed on the side of Haythorn Hill. Dr. Shine, a world traveler, is said to have believed that the granite disc was a symbol of good luck for the asylum. Local residents question the expense of the building an amphitheater for mentally ill patients. However, Dr. Berger defends the creation of the amphitheater, explaining it is important to remember that we must look to the betterment of all our citizens, especially those deemed too delicate or damaged to be part of the ebb and flow of the greater world. Do you share that with Mr.
Yes. I show Wentworth and highlight out to him that the builder, Andrew McBride, has damaged the granite disc. And I say to him, you know, even though I have a very scientific background, something does not seem right about this place.
And also the fact that Larry friended one of the inmates is Andrew McBride, I believe.
Yes.
Look at you. I was gonna make you make a no roll, but you know it already.
I wrote it down, okay?
You're writing
knows how to
things.
use paper. Oh my god.
Actually,
I'm so proud.
it's notepad.
Same.
They
Same.
grow up so fast. All right.
Shut up. Wow.
I mean, you should see my notes. Look at this.
Joys of free
You.
screens.
It is starting to get dark. The librarian's like, shh. I'm closing up in about 10 minutes. If you want to check anything out, you're going to have to come up.
Very well.
You can look up one more thing, check it out, and take it with you if you wish.
Yeah, I do want to look up one more thing. Any reference to that disc that was dug up?
A
Yeah.
disc. Now, I'm not sure what you will be searching for to find more on the disc. You could find more on Shine or Burger, maybe. That might give you some, or maybe Haythorn, to get some further info to see if they placed the
Actually,
disc.
yeah, Dr. Berger. I wouldn't mind looking more into him as well.
All right, you check some stuff out as you're going to research Dr. Berger. You check out some stuff about some papers at the town hall and things like that. And do you take it with you? Keiko, do you want to take anything to check out? Or are you going to wait till tomorrow and maybe research some other places?
I think I'm fine for now. With that newspaper clipping, though, is it like part of a newspaper? Am I allowed to take it with me, or like, do I have to write?
You can
information about
probably
it?
copy, like
Okay.
longhand.
Yep.
Back then, you could probably just copy it down.
Yep. Well, I have done that because I've got my pen and paper. And
You could also borrow Elsie's camera if you wanted.
Wentworth. Wentworth, did you bring that camera with you by any chance?
Yeah, just let me bring it out. Here you go.
I take the camera off Wentworth and take a photo and hand it back to Wentworth.
No. You could probably write it longhand too, knowing that it takes a while back in those days to process, but it could be a clue for later for your monthly meeting at the university that you could have more proof.
Yep.
So, all right, you guys check out. Nothing seems to be happened to the car on this time, and you get in. Oh no, you walked. You walked here, didn't you?
Yes,
So
we did.
you walk back to your hotel room. You look into this book regarding the Danvers Town Hall and things like that. And I need you to make a libraryist roll again.
God, failed again.
All right.
I need new dice. Wait, these are new dice.
I don't need new dice. I got a critical.
Nice.
Oh,
I mean,
Wentworth.
I mean extreme. Sorry.
If you have a medical background, Keiko, do you have a medical background or anything to make a hard no roll? You could try. You got nothing to lose.
I've got like a 1 in medicine, so
Probably not, but
no.
all right.
Other than I've got biology, but
Prior, Wentworth, you're reading this, and Keiko's not making sense of it. She's probably tired with all the things that are
too
kind
much
of
sciencey stuff in my brain.
hurting her scientific mind. Wentworth, you noticed prior to becoming the superintendent at Danvers, Dr. Berger had a successful tenure at the State Lunatic Asylum in Austin, Texas. There he was known as a genial and thoroughly professional practitioner. Dr. Berger's professional record is impeccable, although his contributions to professional journals and attendance at conferences have slacked off in recent years. Colleagues assume he's overburdened with his work at the overcrowded facility. He's presided over there for 10 years so far, He's let his professional contacts slip and has discouraged contact from perplexed colleagues. He is unmarried and does not have any immediate family. He has a living quarters at the asylum, provided for his personal use. So, and we will, with that, I do believe that Croswell did mention you could research at the hospital for Shine's papers. Or research Dr. Shine some more.
Yeah, Elsie also mentioned that we would be able to find some more information at the Salem Hospital, I think.
Yes.
The phone rings.
Hello?
Static. Breathing.
Hello?
And they hang up.
What's the matter, What's the matter, Wentworth? Who was that?
No answer. Staticky and breathing. Nothing
Maybe it
normal
was
for-
just a misconnection.
Yeah, that's what it'd have to be. Alright, so what do we have so far? Apart from that, shit's going weird quickly.
There's a lot of stuff going on at that hospital. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. There has to be some kind of scientific reason. Everything comes back to science, but I don't know. This Andrew McBride and Dr. Berger, I'm very suspicious of those two right at this moment.
Well, Dr. Berger seems strange from where he was to where he is now. It seems like he's withdrawn.
Very withdrawn and tired and almost like he's given up and something's going on. And I just don't know. Just don't know.
That disc that was dug up, though, that's interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Well, it was there for good luck. And this hospital, since this amphitheater has been started to be built, doesn't look like it's doing very well. You and I both saw Larry with our own eyes. He was okay until the staff came around. And
I'm putting that down to being threatened.
that makes sense.
We did notice the rest of the encampment shying away from them, so I dare say the guards are fairly heavy-handed.
They are mighty scary looking, I will admit that.
Alright, so tomorrow go to the newsagent, see if we can't find any more. I try and find more on that disc, though. Definitely, I think that's our key.
I do too.
All right. Do you spend the next 2 days, or do you want to spend the next whole day? Because we can do skip ahead, and you say you can go over the next 2 days, or
just one day.
Yeah, just one day.
Because I still want to try and get Larry out as soon as possible.
Oh, yep.
all right.
That's my goal at the moment. I've got it written in capital letters.
Also, I'd like to try and find out any information that will help us get Larry out.
Was going to suggest, should we ring Elsie and see whether she can possibly find a way for us to somehow work around these hospital rules.
Actually, that would be a good idea.
All right. So you're gonna call Elsie. You call Elsie. She's like, who's calling? Keiko or for?
Keiko can.
Hello, Miss Kane. I hope that you're finding your room very delightful.
Yes, I appreciate all your hard work with that. Thank you, Elsie. I was wondering, are you by any chance able to help us? I can't remember for the life of me what we were looking for.
I can help.
My God!
I can help in lots of ways. I've been trying really hard. No results on the dragon yet. You guys wanted to know some more stuff. I found a newspaper article, and she repeats the article you have, but she says there's a picture though alongside it of laborers, and they're like kneeling by this water's edge, and they're holding fragments of this large stone disc.
That's right, Elsie. Thank you very much. I did not sleep very well last night.
Oh, well,
Wentworth makes too much noise.
Oh,
and...
well, that's kind of that's your business. I don't want to. What you and Wentworth do?
You had got us separate bedrooms at least, but never mind. It will do. I just need to bury my head under a pillow, and hopefully I will sleep better tonight. But anyway, thank you, dear Elsie. Yes, this newspaper clipping has some information on it about this giant granite disc that Mr. Shine had bought back from one of his trips, and supposedly it was good luck for the hospital. Now, it's been damaged during the building of this amphitheatre, and I was just wondering if you could possibly give us any more information about where it came from, and if it was from any particular tribe or anything you could find out would be very, very good.
All right. As you describe this disc to Elsie, she's going to check the SEU files at the Miskatonic University that you guys attend for you, and it's up to your descriptions. So make a successful Cthulhu Mythos, which is very low, roll, or actually just make both, because it's going to depend on how much extra you get. An occult roll. And you both can be hovered over the phone, talking to her.
So what is it?
I got a 64 for occult, which is a fail.
Cthulhu Mythos. Just give it a shot. I know it's probably like 3%.
3%, huh?
Or whatnot. Yeah.
I have 0%.
Okay, that's not going to work out. Or occult.
I'll do occult and see how I go. Oh, God.
So you don't get to learn a certain thing, but occult you can still.
I failed.
So you both failed.
Both failed drastically.
I mean, my cult's 5.
Mine too.
Okay, so, well, the symbol in this picture is of a flame bounded by the outlines of a star. So, I don't see any other photos. I could take some more time if you want, but, maybe someone in town might be able to help, because, the people around might have more, locals.
Locals are usually full of information.
Or maybe the person that, because this article suggests that Shine has the displaced there, so maybe looking him up might help. He was a world traveler, so maybe he got it at a certain place where I could maybe look up the mythos of that further.
Thank you very much, Elsie. We had planned on finding out some information on Dr. Shine, or Mr. Shine, however he's known as now. But we're only planning to stay a few days, and unfortunately, due to some other information we've come across, we are concentrating on trying to get Mr. Wentworth's friend out of this hospital before anything.
All right. I'll leave you guys to it, and you give me a call later if you want.
Thank you, Elsie. I appreciate it.
She says goodbye and hangs up. So, You still have, you can go to the Historical Society, the Town Hall, maybe some newspapers on Shine, or the Salem Hospital might have his old papers when he worked there. They might have them stored.
Go to the hospital first, I guess.
I was going to suggest that too, Wentworth. Go to the Salem Hospital and see if we can find some information on Mr. Shine before we go to the newspapers.
Are you driving with your broken windshield, or are you walking, or taking the taxi or something?
Well, how big is this place?
Yeah, I can't access my Skype map now.
The Salem Hospital is not shown on this map. It is not, unfortunately. You can take a taxi there. They are a little bit more friendly. They definitely know the university very well. You are a professor, so you can make a persuasion, charm, fast talk, law, whatever you like, to try to enhance that their hospital archives.
Yeah, what you said.
All right, which one do you want to do? Which one would you like to do? So what is your persuasion roll?
I gotta persuade now, do I?
What is your persuade at originally, so I can tell the chat how this roll works?
Okay, my persuade is at 60.
Mine's at 42.
So if they have a 60 on their persuade, they have to roll underneath a 60. Like, for instance, I got a 55. So 55 is a success.
Hard success.
I got a 30, so that is a hard success, I'm assuming. Because it's 42, 21, and 8. So yeah.
I got a 28, so it's under 30. So hard success.
Dr. Shine's papers have languished unread since their donation in a dusty corner of the hospital's archives. You see several of his papers. It's going to take you a lot of hours going through all of them to find what you want to find that piques your interests. But you do find this. June 2nd, 1890. The troubles afflicting the asylum run deep and are of a kind my esteemed colleagues would never accept as part of a rational, orderly universe. Indeed, if I were to communicate my convictions to my peers, I would find myself consigned to these very walls as patient, not administrator. However, I have seen these problems before in my travels and must act swiftly. The thing, aware of my suspicions, has moved against me, but I have spoken the words of protection that I learned so long ago in that queer, ancient city, and so far I have been safe. I must find Haythorn's disc, and soon, so as to lay down that thing which torments all here, twisting already damaged and vulnerable minds. Haythorn had the disc removed, thinking it a pagan symbol of heathen spirit worship. What a terrible mistake by a zealous preacher. Heaven grant that I find the disc, and if found, that it will restrain the thing which moves against us all on Haythorn Hill. November 12th. Let's make sure I have these in the right order, because I want to do these in order. There's 2 of these. Yep. Alright, so we'll do this one first. I have found Haythorn's disc. It is, as I suspected, an ancient sign of elder times, a ward against that which lairs in the very earth and air of the hill. Mercifully, the disc has weathered the years and neglect remarkably well. The sigil etched upon its surface is as clear as the day it was placed there, but by whose hands? Best not to dwell on such alien mysteries. My task now is to install it once more upon the hill, restraining that which, like others of its kin, is inimical to we who have inherited this world. December 3rd, 1890. It is done. The sigil has been placed upon the earth, forcing down that which lairs upon the hill into an uneasy torpor. The taxpayers question the expense of having such a useless, decorative piece installed at the asylum, but they pose no serious threat to its removal and are mercifully unaware of its true purpose. But to those that know, the sign shall serve as a ward for now and the future. Already I see signs of recovery in the patients and staff, as if they are resurfacing from a long waking nightmare. May 7th, 1915. I have met with my successor, Dr. James Berger. Seems a cheerful and capable young fellow. Noting his active character, I have admonished the young doctor to never to remove the disc that lies at the edge of the reservoir on the hill. Will he heed my words? It was impossible to impart to him my true reason for planting the disc all those years ago. I had to fabricate reasons of sentimentality to impress upon him the importance of leaving the disc unmolested. I pray that he will remember his promise to leave the disc undisturbed. Those are the papers that you find of note regarding the disc that you're looking for.
Approximately how many papers were there again?
4. I shall put them into the Skype for you.
Wentworth, did you bring your camera? I think that this information is pertinent for what we...
Most definitely. We really need to hunt down that disc.
Yeah, definitely. It's especially since Dr. Berger promised not to remove or touch the disc. And as you and I both know, that disc has been disturbed. And that place is
All right.
disturbed.
Yep.
English!
I think the next place we go to now will be the newspaper.
The newspaper. Alright.
To find out whether any pieces of that disc were taken by construction workers or whatever.
What you do...
Where is it now?
You find... You're looking for anything regarding Danvers, Shine, Berger, all that. You do find if I could find a newspaper clipping. Shine retires from Danvers Asylum. Salem native Dr. William Shine, veteran superintendent at the State Lunatic Asylum at Danvers, is to retire after 25 years of service. Known for his great erudition, kindly demeanor, and progressive treatments, Dr. Shine is credited with the renewal of the facility for the betterment of his patients. The asylum had suffered a poor reputation and staff morale was low. Patient accident and mortality rates were among the highest in the country. Superintendent Shine could occasionally appear as idiosyncratic at the institution he so successfully stewarded. Longtime readers may recall the complaints when Dr. Shine, less than a year into his tenure, had a sculpted granite disc placed at the edge of the property's reservoir at taxpayer expense. Dr. Shine was then, as he is now, adamant that the decorative disc remain unmolested even as superintendent takes leave of the institution. Regardless of his idiosyncrasies, Dr. Shine's ability to perform the asylum into a success story over his long stewardship will be his enduring legacy. And it goes on from there. A world traveler of exotic locales during his early years, Dr. Shine declares that he now looks forward to a quiet retirement in his native city of Salem. The doctor has stated his intention to bequeath his personal and professional papers to Salem Hospital, which you guys already did go to. So, he says, Dr. Berger will no doubt be a sincere protector of the afflicted and a good master of the institution. I sincerely hope that Dr. Berger will leave a few old stones unturned and instead focus his attention on the asylum's bright future. We at the newspaper wish Dr. Shine a long and happy retirement. That is, let's see what else you find. You can make another library use roll.
Come on, dice. Nope.
Actually, I don't.
Nope.
Nope.
Fail.
Nope.
That's all you guys find. All right. This has taken most of the day going through these hospital papers and down to the newspapers. And of course, you do take an hour for lunch and breakfast and whatnot. You're getting a bit tired. And those flu-like symptoms you were having, Wentworth, are starting to give you a little bit of chills. I need you to take to make a con roll.
Really?
Yep.
A con.
Yeah.
Pass.
Ooh, good.
Do I notice how sick Wentworth is getting?
Yeah, you notice him wiping his brow. He's looking a little pale. But that's pretty much it. He's passed his con roll, so he's. It might just be a passing thing. Seems like maybe he's just wearing down. He is old. Sorry. I love you, Wentworth.
You okay there, Kiko? You
As you think
funny?
that she giggles to herself, but you don't know why.
I might just be a little bit delirious. Sorry, Wentworth. You kept me awake all night last night with your snoring and your tossing and turning, so I am very tired.
What? Me snore?
Yes.
What? My wife never mentioned me snoring.
No. Probably because she tried to suffocate you with it. Never mind.
All right, let's get back to the job at hand, shall we?
The newspaper, you're at the upstairs. You hear a bumping in the downstairs. A loud noise. Seems like it's coming from the basement of this newspaper place. No one else seems to notice it. You guys are pretty
Is
much...
it both of us that notice it, or
Yes.
just one of us? Okay.
You're pretty much stuck.
I asked one of the workers at the newspaper, is there anything in the basement that may be of interest to us?
I mean, we got old boxes of files down there. It depends on what you're looking for. They're dated. All
We're
the
looking
books.
for anything pertinent from 1890 to 1915.
He looks very, very busy. It's gonna take a hard persuasion. 'Cause he's like, the dates on the boxes.
Alright, I'll roll out persuasion. Oh! No, it won't.
Whatever it hits on the floor is what it.
Well, it's a 3, so...
Ooh.
no, that's a... Well and truly a fail. 93. Damn!
Yeah. He's
Should have rolled that dice first.
He's a newsman. He's got stories. He's got time. He doesn't have time, so
We'll go down there anyway.
you guys
He
go
did say
down.
it was date. He did say it was all dated, so got a rough idea where to start.
As you start to go
A
down
whole
the
year
steps,
worth of the date.
the noise gets louder. Bump, 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 like across the floor. I need you both to make a strength roll. You guys wanted to go to the basement.
Yeah, I know.
No, I didn't. It was a strength roll, yeah?
Yes. I need a hard. I need a hard. So half.
I got a 31!
Is that-
that's just over because it's a 30.
Ooh.
And I failed.
Right, both of you are pushed. Oof, okay.
We're pushed.
You are pushed. You will both take 4 points of
So
damage.
just a question with the damage that I received yesterday.
You would have healed 1.
Okay,
So every day you heal 1.
cool. So I healed 1, so that puts me up to 8. Then I take how many?
4. Wentworth loses a hand.
Shut up, evil.
It's trash.
Trash.
Just as bad.
I mean, there's a lot of people with missing limbs at the...
Well, let's see. There's evil, there's Drax, there's magic. Who else is in the channel?
Make a power roll as well.
Oh, God.
to see.
Power.
Yep. Okay. That is a 33, so that's the hard success.
You just need a success for your power.
Uh-huh.
No, it's okay.
99.
Oh, it's okay. All power is just telling you. You get the impression there's unfriendly eyes cast upon your back as you're falling down these stairs. And
That's enough out of you, Magic.
you see a stranger glaring malevolently at the top of the steps. That's Keiko. 99 is a fumble. Yes. All right. So you got a 99, right?
Yes. Crap.
Wentworth's gonna die.
This is how
No,
many
it's stuck.
sanity points you're gonna take. Oh, 5. Oh, okay. So in Call of Cthulhu, when you take 5 or more, you go temporarily insane.
Again? Really?
We're gonna take one more brief coffee pee break because it's 8 o'clock. While I look up, then roll for his insanity. So we will. You're not dead. That is a positive.
What's the positive, Magic? Come on.
He's not dead. You're not dead yet.
Oh,
Yet.
yes.
Here we go. We're refreshed.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do
30.
this. No.
You immediately.
Oh, you rolled for me. Okay, cool.
No. There's an instant action when you get to very insane. You faint. When you get up from the ground, Keiko, you see him faint for just about a minute.
How? Where am I when I faint?
At the bottom of the
okay.
stairs.
Not halfway or up.
Which it could be contributed to your 4 points of damage. So he faints down the
This
stairs.
fainting is seeming oddly
It's
familiar.
a pattern. Yeah, I figured he would have a pattern. That's his thing.
I'm going senile, okay?
Roll.
Leave me alone.
Me a D100.
I don't want to do that.
Do your phobia.
Oh. 71.
Just hit her with the thing.
Okay. You have a fear of dirt and contamination.
It's alright. Sorry.
I'm a germaphobe.
I'll
Awesome.
get Sam to do
Yes,
it.
you
Alright,
are a germaphobe right now. And you are basically going back to an asylum where, good luck.
Oh God, I'm gonna be admitted, aren't I?
All
We're
these
fucked.
boxes around. Keiko, you did see a very ominous figure go away.
At the top of the stairs, yes.
You can make a no roll to see if you recognize their clothing.
Yeah, that is well and truly a critical pass, or
You-
yeah,
You
it's
don't recognize the
Got
face,
3.
but you do recognize an orderly uniform with a
Oh.
casual closed jacket over it, going away. It is starting to get late. It is day 2.
So I'm assuming it's dirty down there, isn't it?
It's a basement. It's musty, dusty.
Oh, get me out of here! I can't stand this. And I push my way up the stairs, trying not to touch anything, including Kiko.
Wentworth!
What?
Wentworth, it's okay!
What's okay? What? It's dirty down there. I don't want to go down there.
Nothing
Don't
will
touch
hurt
me.
you.
Don't touch me.
This is odd because Wentworth is usually going into dusty tomes to research all the time languages and stones and things like that.
So I definitely know something's wrong.
But I'm going back to the motel. Hope it's clean. Ugh.
Just wait. Wait outside for me, please. Do not go back to the hotel by yourself. Just wait outside.
You want me to wait outside where it's windy and there's dust everywhere? No, thank you.
Okay, fine. I will meet you back at the motel soon, or hotel soon, but be careful, please.
You look around. I don't need you to make a roll. There isn't anything of note.
Yep.
Thanks, magic.
It seems like you were lured by these noises to come down here. Everything is it's a little bit too outdated. It goes too far back. So you follow Wentworth to the motel after a brief look around. Hotel. Oh.
You're not insane enough, Wentworth.
Do you follow?
Yes, I do follow him back to the motel.
All right. You guys make a call to Elsie, or are you turning in for the night? You're looking pretty wore out, and you're not feeling so good. You probably check the sheets to make sure they're washed and...
Absolutely. I let Kiko make the phone call because I don't want to press the phone. It's got germs over it.
We need to mark how many hours. Roll
yes, please do.
I'll roll the d6 because I can show it. For the next 3 hours, he's like this. Just constantly asking for new towels, new soap. He's just begging the head woman at the desk and getting out his handkerchief to touch everything. He's not physically touching anything. The doorknobs. Yeah. So that goes on for the next 3 hours. Until nightfall. Is there anything else you want to do?
Other than ringing Elsie to see if she's found out any more information at all pertinent to like the dragon and the toad or anything, literally anything. The flame outline of the star with the star. That was.
Let's see. Let's see what we got. Ooh. She just basically recites the same information that you had. She's been doing a lot of research from over there, lots of mythos, but she's not being able to confirm anything that matches as of yet.
Thank you, Elsie, dear. I appreciate your help.
No problem.
So the phobia aside, I'm formulating that there is a corresponding, a link between the Salem witch trials and the land being cursed and the disc.
And the granite disc. Yes.
Yes.
I agree with you, Wentworth. Although, right now, I still think... Are you sure you're okay? Like, you're not looking very well.
Hasn't been 3 hours yet. No.
And you're still
It has been
a little
one.
sweaty.
Okay.
And the last couple of days, since we got here, you've just...
Look,
I'm starting to worry about you.
It's just my old age. That's all it is. All it is.
I don't think it's just your old age. You're a very, very weird man. You really are.
So I check the bed again, see if it's clean.
Is that all you guys wish to do for the night? We head into tomorrow, where it'll be your last day, and you'll probably no doubt be going back to the asylum.
Yes, we'll be going back to
something out.
So I take it Elsie did not find any way we could get our friend out of the
She
house.
had explained that she doesn't understand because according to reports, he's like a very kind-hearted, impeccable doctor capable of taking over. So it's not meeting the description that you saw of Mr. Berger, who was just
Grumpy.
yeah, very
And
stern,
just
very sadistic, kind of in his eye.
evil man.
Something's off.
Very much so.
As you guys tuck into your beds for the night, you're very tired.
Yes.
I need you guys to.
Kiko
roll me.
contemplates putting a pillow over Wentworth.
Make a straight.
Oh, wait,
Wow.
I'm going to pick someone.
Uh-oh.
oh.
Keiko's odds. Wentworth evens. Wentworth.
Who is it? Who is it?
Wentworth.
Oh, come on. No. I'm dead.
You wake in the night as your eyes flutter open. There's a hulking, shadowy stranger looming over your bed. He looks aggressive. He has a harsh voice, and he's got his finger up to his mouth. And he says this: "You listen to me. I'm Andy McBride. They know I'm out and about. They want me to fix it so you won't come around the hospital no more. But instead, I'm telling you what I shouldn't. So you listen good. There's something terrible living at that hospital. It's always been there. It's a power that lives in the walls and the halls and the gardens. Dr. Berger is gonna sacrifice your friend Larry to the thing at the next dark of the moon. Larry don't have much time." And
Can you
then
go?
he starts to walk away quickly out the door. Do you wake Keiko?
Yes.
Okay.
Kiko, wake up.
What? Why? No, just I need some more sleep, please. Just
I
little
grab
bit
my
more
pillow and
sleep.
throw it at her.
All right, all right. What is it? What is
We-
it, Wentworth?
We just had a visit.
Are you sure you're not still insane?
We
'Cause
had
there's
Andrew
no one
McBride.
here.
We had Andrew McBride in here.
I am cautious as to Wentworth still being slightly.
You can make a
Kooky.
psychology roll to see if you can tell
Oh
that
my
he's
god!
back to
No,
his
she
usual
can't.
self, or you can't tell.
Oh no, fail. No.
He sounds nuts. No.
Yeah, he's nuts.
So, no, you're not admitting me to that hospital.
Okay, Wentworth, if you say so.
Okay, so just hear me out anyway. Just had Andrew McBride here. Apparently they let him out so he could do some bodily harm to us, maybe, I'm not sure, but he decided against that and told me that our friend, my friend, Larry, is going to be sacrificed tomorrow night.
Sacrifice? But why would they sacrifice Larry? That makes no sense. At all. Being still half asleep, that I'm trying to go over.
Don't think science.
But science is everything. You know
No,
that, Wentworth.
No, it's not.
And I just sit there and nod.
We need to find that disc as soon as possible.
Okay. Is it... Surely it's just too early to go anywhere right now, though. It's still very late. It's dark outside.
Did we have an address for the previous tenant?
You have an address for Dr. Shine, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
It just said he retired to Salem. It did not give an address.
Crap.
Yeah.
I make a phone call
In
to Elsie.
jeez, I'm gonna make from 1 to 6 a.m. It's 1 a.m. Are you calling at her office? If you call the office, it's not there. She's not there.
I keep calling.
You can ring the university if it's several tries and no one is there.
Wentworth, I don't think anyone is there at 1 a.m. in the morning. Remember, this is when people sleep.
It would be if people didn't wake me up.
Well, now you understand how I felt for the last 48 hours.
Do I have another pillar around?
Today, yes, you do. And today is the new moon, so.
Wentworth, please make me some coffee. And let's sit down and see if we can...
You're the student, you make me coffee.
You woke me up. Wentworth, put the kettle on and I'll make some coffee.
Okay, I'll do that.
Well, we sit down and try and figure out. We've got some information from Andy, as you know, that there's things going on at this hospital and Larry is going to be sacrificed. And I don't understand, but obviously we need to get Larry out.
All you need to understand is that Larry's going to be killed if we don't help him.
Well, do you have any ideas on how we're going to get him out? Because other than somehow trying to break him out, I have no idea.
Although Mr. Wentworth is all polite and all that, he's going to swear. Fucked if I know.
He truly is acting a bit odd. Do you guys sleep or do you guys try to go back to sleep? It's going to affect your sleep. So
yeah, gonna try. I need to heal up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, you're gonna say you try to heal, so you'll get 1 hit point healing.
Yay!
You can in the morning try to go to a medical facility, and that will give you a D3 of healing extra.
Highly possible.
If you wish to go there before you go to the hospital or the asylum. So that is an option that I'm giving you guys. So
yay! Hospital it is.
Yeah, I think we need to get up early, but not too early, but obviously, but 1 a.m. was too early.
You get up early. The phone rings.
I answered the phone. Hello?
Miss Kane, hello.
Elsie.
The janitor was walking by last night and left a note that the phone was ringing all night long. So I just called in to check on you. It's really early in the morning.
Yes. I'm sorry, dear. Wentworth has been going a little bit crazy.
I mean, Dr. Jones says he does do that a lot. Like once an adventure or something.
Yeah, it's happening quite regularly and I'm starting to worry, but he seems to be okay at the moment. We had a visitor last night and he was sent to us by the hospital to, well, from what Wentworth was saying, hurt us.
Like what you guys do in your hotel room is, again, none of my business. Keiko.
No,
I don't...
Elsie, listen, please, dear. I know that this is probably a little insane and I'm still scratching my head. This is not right. Science is the answer for everything. Or there is meant to be an answer for everything, scientifically, at least.
Maybe I suggest go to the police station. Maybe they, if he's someone, did you say he was from the asylum?
Yes.
Okay. If he's someone from the asylum, maybe they know of him running off. Maybe the police know. It's worth a shot. I mean, before you guys go up there.
That's a really good idea, Elsie. I think Wentworth and being a little bit crazy has potentially messed with my brain a little bit.
I think he
It's
needs
either
to.
that or it's
Yeah,
just lack of sleep.
I think he needs to retire. You know,
Oh.
honestly. But then again, I wouldn't get paid the extra from Dr. John, so you know.
I think you deserve extra payment, dear.
I think I do, because don't give him my home number, because he's just gonna call me.
Oh, look,
Just don't.
I had enough trouble sleeping. I couldn't put that upon anyone. This is just too much for me.
Well, you know, what you guys do in your room is just, you know.
Nah, Elsie, he is my professor.
I know.
Nothing more.
Okay. Good luck on those essays. All right, I'm gonna go.
Thanks.
If you need anything, I'll see you guys when you get back, because you guys are checking out today. So, and she
Thanks for your help again, Elsie.
gives you the address to the police station there nearby. So you have the option of the police station and the medical treatment center for yourselves. Which do you wish to go to? You have a breakfast that takes about an hour.
I would suggest Kika go to the police station. I go to the hospital.
Yeah.
We're gonna split the party.
Yes.
Of two?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this is a real smart idea.
Let's do it. No.
DM loves these. These DMs love these kind of situations.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I always knew she was an evil bitch. I mean,
You will get 2 extra points of healing as you go to
That was a lot.
the medical center. For your day. They bandage like your arm from the fall. You seem to have a bit of a sprain. They give you some medicines to take.
No painkillers, no morphine.
I mean,
like
they give you some painkillers to take because it looks like a nasty sprain. You're not looking so good.
Got anything stronger?
They're asking if you have a daughter or someone to pick you up and take you home because you're not acting yourself. You're not acting well. So.
No, I'm fine. I'll walk back to the motel.
All right. So you go back to the motel to meet her. Keiko, you're going to the police station. On your way to the police station, you run into Detective Charowski. He is from a previous adventure. He has heard of you guys from the SEU. He tips his hat at his desk and he's like, "How can I help you?"
Detective, lovely to see you again. How are you?
It's early. I need coffee.
I don't think there's enough coffee in the world to keep us going at the moment, unfortunately.
No.
It's been a rough few days. We have came here on a little bit of an investigation, but also to visit a friend, and who happens to be staying at the asylum. And we actually had a visitor come to us in the hotel room last night. My professor, Wentworth Avery, as you may remember, was the one who actually got woken up by Andy McBride. Now, Andy told us that he had been sent to finish us off. Now, from what we know, he is supposed to be a patient at the hospital. Yet, he has free rein and escapes, and yet nothing seems to be done. I'm just wondering if you have heard of this or know of anything as to why he can come and go, especially as he is also, from what we have found out, a contractor for the hospital.
Make a persuade roll.
Come on, die. 34. Yes.
Is that a hard success or a regular?
That's it's my regular's 42 and my half is a 21, so.
He slaps the newspaper from this morning down. You mean this Sandy McBride? And it's his death at Danvers Lunatic Asylum. Danvers State Hospital reports the death of patient Andrew McBride, age unknown. McBride was found unresponsive in his cell early this morning. Cause of death is declared a suicide, reports Superintendent James Berger. It is a tragedy when these things happen, says Dr. Berger, yet we cannot reach every soul that comes into our care. He is in a better place now. McBride needs no known relatives. And with your success of the 30, he says, we got there after the reporters came. Apparently Dr. Berger likes them a lot more than the detectives here. And he is going to be buried in Potter's Field with the rest of the patients on Haythorn Hill. Apparently he slit his own wrists. Massive blood loss.
Detective, there is no way that Andrew McBride committed suicide. No way whatsoever. I know I'm only young, but I've learnt so much recently, and Andy McBride was killed because he didn't kill us.
I suggest you be very careful around Dr. Berger and the place, because saying that around, unless you can give me some cold hard evidence, it's gonna be pretty tough for you.
Can I show him some of the newspaper clippings, the longhand?
You can.
What I wrote down?
You can show him anything you want. So.
Yep. I open up my notebook and show him the longhand copying of all the newspaper articles and that we had come across in our research and everything. There is something going on at this asylum, Detective, and Mr. Berger, or Dr. Berger, he has gone crazy. He made a promise to Mr. Shine to not touch this granite tablet that was in the ground on the hill. And since the amphitheatre has made progress, this granite has been damaged and things have just gone weird. We need some help to get Larry out of there now. He signed himself in. Yet Mr. Berger or Dr. Berger will not let him out. We need to get him out, and I can tell you now, he's definitely not insane. We need your help.
Leave this with me. Leave all this with me. And I'll make some phone calls, see what I can do. But Rock is not a lot to go on when you're trying to do facts. So I'm going to have to look this over today after coffee.
Thank you, Detective. We are staying at... What's the name of the motel again?
The such and such motel. You tell them what motel you're at. And
yep.
we did.
You can contact us there.
We do. You tell them the address. You go back there. You see a big bandage across Mr. Avery Avesbury. I know names. I do. His arm.
It's contagious.
Oh my God, Elsie, where are you? Anyway.
I have no. I don't know what I was going to say. Never mind.
We're all going crazy. All right. Time is going to be going a bit.
It's this game, isn't it?
It's getting to you. Time is going to go by a bit quicker now. You guys need to discuss your plan before night. Or are you just going to go back and try to sit with him, make sure nothing happens? What are you going to do? So many options you can do.
Sit down with Wentworth and just hold his hand and just say to him, look, Wentworth, I know you want to get Larry out, but unless we've got some clear goals and clear ideas on how to get him out, I do not see a way that we can get him out without being caught or trapped or hurt or God knows what else is going on in this place. And I'm starting to rub my head like I'm starting to think I'm going a little insane from all the information that we've been told.
I think that might be the answer.
Oh. Wait. Do you want me to sign you in as a patient?
Yes.
That's a really good idea.
Or a dumb one.
Well, I mean, Wentworth, you have been a bit weird lately. And I do think you're not feeling very well. Maybe you need to stay there. Maybe a 72-hour hold or 24 hours. We'll see. That's a good idea.
24-hour hold. Yeah.
All right.
Mutters something about needing a couple more days.
You guys go up to the long, winding road, the ominous Danvers Lunatic Asylum. As you go into the head nurse, are you checking in, Mr. Avebury?
No, I don't want to be here. You know it's wrong.
Wentworth, I'm sorry, dear Wentworth. You are just... Something is wrong, and I think you need some time here. Excuse me, nurse. I would like to sign Wentworth in for a 24-hour stay.
Yeah.
He has been going a little bit crazy.
She's not moving her pen, like, she's not looking up. She's like, yeah, I could see that happening. I'm gonna get Gertrude in. We will get Dr. Berger to check in on you in an hour. It's a heck of a night to be here, Mr. Avebury. And
Why? What's tonight got to do with anything?
it's grilled cheese night.
You like grilled cheese, Wentworth? That does sound like a very good dinner.
Is it clean?
I'm sure everywhere in the asylum is well taken care of.
I look around the walls, look at Wentworth, just nod.
Two burly orderlies come as you have to sign papers to admit Mr. Avery as his caregiver in. You sign the papers. Where are you gonna go after they take Avery? Because this is a party split.
I am going to leave the hospital, but head to where the up on the hill where the amphitheater is.
All right. We're gonna set this time frame. We're going by pretty quickly. So
Why not, Magic? Why not?
4 o'clock is coming around. You are getting escorted to, we'll say, Ward B. Mr. Berger comes in. Mr. Avebury, this is a pleasant surprise.
Why is it pleasant?
It's good to see you here and admitting that you do need care and help to recovery.
I admit nothing.
Am I still there at this point? Sorry.
You're probably gone to the
that's fine.
amphitheater. We're gonna go to you in a minute. So you just pretend are you playing crazy, or are you playing yourself, or you? That was worded wrong.
Pretending.
Okay.
Pretending.
Yes. Is there anything you need before nightfall, Mr. Avebury?
Can I see my friend?
It's grilled cheese.
We're having a bit of a function for the patients tonight. You could see him. You could sit next to him if you wish.
Can I see him before that?
All the orderlies are very busy.
Look, it'd be short and sweet. And what was your name again?
He is on the J ward. You cannot see him now that you are admitted.
How do I get to J ward?
And a nurse passes you a cup with a little blue pill and a little red one, and some water. Here you go, Mr. Avebury. This might help. Might help your arm as well. And leaves.
Okay, so I'd like to do sleight of hand.
Choose a color.
You can also make a no roll to see if you know what these pills might be being.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that first.
We're at the medical facility recently. So.
That is a hard success.
These are sedatives to help you sleep.
Right, and I will do sleight of hand. I'll put the tablets in my mouth and not swallow.
You're gonna put them in your mouth so they start to dissolve on your tongue, but not swallow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. See, because they don't have gel caps back then. I'm just, yeah.
Okay. Well, that sucks, Ed. So anyway, so yeah, I'll use sleight of hand. So I'll pretend to take the tablets.
Pocket or something. Yeah.
And pretend to cough and splutter so they don't notice the hand being.
And you got a success, yes. So.
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
That was success on knowledge.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm losing my mind as well.
Oh crap!
We're gonna die.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to die. I don't know about you. Hey, I'm talking to nobody right now. Great.
That's right, Mr. Eberry. You're talking to no one.
So that is a fail.
The orderly grabs a hold of your neck and takes the pills and pushes them into your mouth. You can choose to do whatever you want with that. Bite or whatever, but...
Bite the fingers. Bite the fingers.
You're gonna bite?
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna make a...
I'm gonna
Let's make a combat roll. So, your dex...
My dex, yep.
Versus her dex. I got a critical.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt so bad. I failed.
As you trying to bite, she punches you in the jaw. Hard.
Oh.
You'll take... Oh God, Trashy. You'll take 3.
Wow. I may not survive the night.
Oh,
well, look, I'm back to where I was yesterday. Today.
I suggest you take the pills and get some sleep. You'll be seeing your friend very soon. And they leave. We go to Keiko. Keiko, I need you to... What do you do?
So, No, Evil, I will not take the damn pills. Anyway.
What do you want to do?
I want to see if I can throw them up.
Okay, that would be...
I'm going to stick my fingers down my throat.
We'll do a con.
Con. Oh, God. Fuck. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it.
You're going to push it?
Yes.
Really?
I'm not pushing it.
You already rolled.
Yes, I did.
And you failed.
Yes, both times.
Oh, God.
My dice love me.
I can't do this. I can't do this to you.
What happened? What happened?
How many hit points do you have?
4.
You take 4 points. And you...
I am now 0!
The pills hit and you start to cry out. You see the blur of an orderly before you as you lapse into unconsciousness. We're going to now go to Keiko. Keiko, make a stealth roll as you're trying to get to this amphitheater.
Stealth roll. And that is a critical success.
Very good. You make it to this amphitheater. It is very large. I'll have a map. The reservoir, it backs up right against this reservoir of very silver blue water. It's you can make a chemistry, I think it's chemistry roll. Do you have chemistry?
No, I don't.
Because that is one of the chemistry roles later to see.
got
you are a scientist.
yes, but I've got
don't get me
like biology.
No worries. I'll bring up this map right here.
Yeah.
There is a picture of a giant dragon on the ground of the reservoir, much like this one, and a picture of it on the floor of the amphitheater right there.
Yep.
And it backs up. It's very large, and there appear to be orderlies gathering and getting the place ready for tonight. Do you stay there and are you going to try to stay there and get a good view and intercept? Or are you going to try to look for some stones?
I am going to look for some stones.
All right, so we'll make a spot hidden roll. We're going to make one now, and then we're going to make a harder one during, and we'll make a hard one last.
Is a critical success with a 20.
You start to see on the far end a very large segment of a stone. One of the segments. You can make your way over. It's starting to get nightfall though. So the next hidden one, you're going to be searching this whole time. You're going to make during. All right?
Yep.
The dark of the moon is tonight.
Yep.
Where the moon is the darkest. You're going to start to see figures gather at the amphitheater in a semicircle. They're facing the central space at the reservoir. Dr. Berger comes out. He has a gurney. Someone strapped in it. Another orderly is coming out next to him with a similar gurney. You make a spot hidden roll for me, Keiko. Wentworth, your eyes are starting to focus and blur back.
That is what's a critical success again.
All right, so you're
with an 18.
Both people you recognize. Larry Croswell is in one of the gurneys. Your friend Wentworth is in the one next to him. Dr. Berger is pushing this gurney towards the center as the orderly is following suit with Wentworth. Your eyes are flashing. You see the stars. It's very dark. You try to move. Your arm hurts. It's strapped down. You're strapped down. You look over and see your friend visibly scared, saying, "It's gonna be okay, bud. We're gonna think of a way out of this." As you're getting wheeled to the center, I need you to make a sanity roll. And I need you also to make a sanity roll because you are witnessing this and starting to panic. So both of you.
57. Oh, just.
You will gain one sanity. You will take away one sanity for success. Trashy, you failed, didn't you? Trashy, you will take off 3 sanity. All right. I need you to make another spot hidden roll quickly, Keiko, as you were looking for this.
I got a 2, so that's a critical.
Very good. You start to see the second one in the bushes. Finally, it matches up. You have one more spot.
Spot hidden roll?
Yeah, but we're going to wait.
Yes, absolutely, Drax.
The celebrants start to feel odd. You feel this ominous feeling. I'm about to show you guys a picture. As you see this orgy of violence all of a sudden start happening. Dr. Berger starts to laugh, slow at first, and then increasingly maniacally. There is shrieking, helplessness. They are attacking Croswell and Wentworth, punching, kicking, and biting them as they're strapped down. You will take 2 hit points each time I say, unless something happens. So you're going to take 2 off now?
But I was already 0, so...
That's true. You are. Oof. All right, I'm gonna make a roll for you in a minute.
Okay.
They have no regard for their own safety. They are overcome with crazed bloodlust. You start to hear a ripple behind you in the water, Keiko, and something starts rising up, growling right behind you. A shadow, a figure of a dragon, its eyes glowing. The lights turn blue as the torches around the amphitheater, and he is also laughing at this bloodlust. You make your final spot hidden roll. You need a hard success.
I got a 20, and it's 53, 26, and a 10.
53, 26.
So that's
And I got
a
a 20, so that's
So you do get a hard
is
success.
that a hard?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
You've got 4 rounds to get out of here. What is your dex?
50.
All right. We're going to do your moves in 4 rounds to get to this stone.
Yep.
So, first round, these I'm taking 2 off of Mr. Croswell. I need you to make a sanity roll as you're going to run.
Me is me.
Yep,
think
because you see this Boiger behind you, this creature.
I failed that.
You're going to take... Oh, this is a D8. 5?
No.
Jeez. Okay.
I may end up insane before
I need
die.
you to roll me a D100.
Oh no! Come on, D100. A 10.
You stop, frozen in fear, for 1 round. You suddenly, this is weird, have a fear of people with amputations. Which happens to be all these people.
Oh shit.
There's huge amounts of blood surrounding as things are ripping. They're tearing off limbs right before you, and the very fear of that makes sense. These large saucer-like reptilian eyes come down and observe you and smile. You have missed a round out of the 2. I need you to make the 3rd round. Let's see, he's going to take some damage. Wentworth, unfortunately, if you don't get medicine rapidly soon, you are going to have passed away. The Loiger.
Isn't there resurrection in this game?
Not so much, no. This is what you see. Alright. You can run. Keiko, you see Wentworth not moving. Croswell is almost gone. You have a fear of all these people. You can run.
Yeah,
and
I'm
try
running.
to clear the 10 yards that you're going to need to make. What's your move speed?
9, I think. Yeah, 9 to move. Yep.
Okay. All right. 9. I'm going to have fate decide for you.
No.
Does your sheet have anything regarding movement or running or something that you can give me creatively to get that 1 last yard?
Okay, I've got dodge, jump,
You going to take a jump?
dodge.
You start to feel this pulsating in your belly. You can try to make a dodge, but
Yep.
it's gonna be the extreme for the dodge. You're fighting.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Still gonna be better than
This
jump.
pulsing wind starts hitting your belly. The dragon figure is going back down in the water. He looks satiated, but he is unhappy. You guys can feel it. You're meddling. How dare you meddle in his affairs? You're running. What's your dodge roll?
36, and that is a fail.
All right. The amphitheater erupts in a blast of kinetic energy. I'm gonna make a D100 roll to see how much damage you take, and everyone within 10 yards, which means everyone, including Dr. Berger. 17.
Yep, I'm dead.
Dr. Berger, the patients, the orderlies, all are hit with this blast of kinetic energy that erupts out. And Dr. Berger stands, smiling, as you fall to the ground. That ends our session.
Bloody hell!
Why would you check yourself in, Trishy?
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, I figured I could keep an eye on my friend while...
When he said he was gonna sign himself in, I'm like, you fucking idiot. But sure, why not? This will make a fabulous story.
Oh my goodness. I thought you guys were going to make it there for. I was like, they're doing so good. They're doing so good. I'm not going to get to tell this really cool ending, but thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Love you, Trash.
I
For
did.
Christ's
I
sake.
got to tell. The newspaper reads that 2 more patients checked themselves in the very day and succumbed to suicide as well. Miss Keiko Kane and a Mr. Wentworth Avebury. News reaches the Miskatonic University, where Elsie is in bitter tears. She tries to go and get your effects so that your colleagues can have them. Takes a picture of the asylum, and as she has them developed, she sees your newspaper clipping, and the picture of the asylum is black, except for 2 eyes
Ooh.
in the window. Maybe Dr. Jones and Lois Rousseau and the others could come back and try to find out how to redeem this adventure. Or maybe they will be recruiting new people to the SEU.
As I said, it was a good idea at the time.
Thanks.
I stand by that. I stand by that.
I really liked Kiko too.
So, favorite moments. My favorite moment was that. What was your
Traffic going
favorite?
insane yet again.
What was your favorite moment, Babos?
Yeah, Wentworth / Trashy going insane yet again.
Oh my gosh! it
And
happens.
just only could happen to him. I mean,
everyone died.
but yes, and then
I thought the dice were meant to be good.
into the insane asylum and doing everything he can to not take those pills, and
Poor
just
Trashy.
I'm like, he couldn't have gotten any worse than that. I'm just sitting here going, fuck.
I was like, I'll give him
So
an
I-
opportunity to get out of it. Nope. I'll give him another opportunity. Nope. I'll give him another one.
And you couldn't have given him any more than that. Like, just, oh.
Trashy, what was your favorite moment?
Elsie's innuendo.
You guys made that so easy.
I know. Yes, exactly, Magic. I kept my hand.
It's called 20-something years of knowing each other. That's why.
I mean, I feel like his hand got chewed off by an orderly, but, you know.
Hey, I was dead at the time, so it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Didn't feel a thing.
Exactly.
I was like, when you said, oh, I was unconscious before, I was like, oh shit, there is absolutely no way that I can give you points.
No.
to take them away. I can't do it. I'm like, he's dead. He's dead to me.
Hear that, Trash? Just remember that. You're now.
The good thing is, I can give you guys the PDF of the player's handbook. There's over 100 occupations and character ideas and stuff you could be. There's so many things you could be that you could actually love. So
That would be awesome.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'll
we were
send you that.
discussing this the other night, so I've got some ideas.
Yeah.
I got no idea what the fuck I'm going to do.
And if you guys like it, we'll probably be doing more of these in the future on a different day. Probably not Fridays, but we will be doing it. So,
I mean, if anyone has ever wanted to do D&D, I suggest do this one. I've been in one homebrew and one just standard campaign, and this is so far my favourite. I've played Call of Cthulhu twice. And yeah,
cat
it's
approved.
just cat approved or not approved as it might be. But yeah, no, I suggest if anyone wants to play, definitely play it.
All right. Let's see.
Especially with friends like Trashy over there.
Who needs enemies, right? I appreciate all of you and appreciate my players. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Auntie.
Yay! I really am gonna miss Wentworth and Keiko because I really like Wentworth's nuttiness. Keiko being like science. So, all right. Until then, catch you later, boss.